matches mode, the Iranian boys, I am at the top. So
Well,
let's
clearly
see
the
what
chip
happens.
didn't make a difference this week, right? We both used the chip, you didn't, and you outscored both of us.
Bench Salah and Saka because they seem to be the ones not delivering.
It's
I
true.
Hey guys, welcome to another episode of the South African Fantasy Football Podcast. We're up to game week 32 now, and
Yes, sir.
as you can see, we have the graphics up just showing our current points and our current rank. And Razeen, you first on the league table. How does it feel?
And
How
he's
does it
opening a gap
when it
now.
matters most, when it matters most, the Iranian boys, I am at the top.
Yeah, it's been crazy actually that after all of this time you were chasing Mohamed Hussein. You're like, that's the only person you were chasing, and now you're first.
Yeah, now he's being chased.
I
I don't
have
have chips, guys. You guys have a luxury of chips that I don't have. So
Well,
let's
clearly
see
the
what
chip didn't
happens.
make a difference this week, right? We both used the chip, you didn't, and you outscored both of us.
yeah 76 points to Mohamed Hussein 66 and my 59, and I was the one smiling Sunday night because I was first
Yeah.
again, and then Murphy.
Ah, Jacob, what a player, man. What a player.
If
Deserves Ballon d'Or.
guys,
Just
if Isak scored, I would have been cruising.
Yeah, you would have been flying. I was hoping Isak. So I missed the game, and I came on my phone. I seen they were 3-0 up at in 60 minutes. I'm like, please tell me Isak did nothing. I went through this because I was like, that relief that I had was quite amazing. I don't even see how he played though. But I mean, they said that he went off early, like carrying a potential knock. But I mean, Eddie Howe came and he said, nah, it's fine. He should be fit enough to play all the
Yeah,
games.
70th minute he went off. I watched him. He wasn't
Yeah.
very involved. I mean, Murphy was everywhere. He was in the right
Yeah.
area. He did look better. Yeah, I mean, it was good to have him.
So there was a surprising stat I read today that Jacob Murphy is third in the Premier League goal contributions since December,
Yeah.
behind
Wow.
Salah and Isak, I think. I think the saddest part about it is that I don't think it was around December when I said someone remember asked us
Yeah.
on our stream something whether to bring in Murphy, and I said no. And I mean, what a move that would have been if that person actually followed through on it. To be honest, that was some really bad advice.
Yeah,
It still
yeah.
haunts me,
In
but
hindsight,
at least I'm capitalizing now. Yeah, it was actually the move. Murphy was the move.
James, which Reece James, like, is another great pickup that nobody else really has. He's
But Evan
only
Man of
Nielsen,
the
I think,
match
was the
for
proper
that's
me.
one though. Huh?
Evan Nielsen for now 2 weeks in a
2
row,
weeks in a row. Yeah.
and
And he's
looking great.
currently on my bench for game week 32 because I don't know what I'm going to do.
Bench Salah and Saka because they seem to be the ones not delivering.
It's true.
I had Saka on the bench for so long, seriously, while I was doing my team this week, checking it out for the weekend. But yeah, I think like Mohamed Wasim told me off air this week, tonight's game in the Champions League is probably gonna
Yeah.
play a big role in who we bench for the weekend.
If it's a tight
So,
game, Saka's got to be benched. I mean, I don't think they're going to take the unnecessary risk against Brentford. They're comfortable in the league. They're probably not. They're not. I think they've given up looking to win it, especially with the way they rotated this weekend.
when are
Well,
Arsenal playing this weekend? Saturday or Sunday? Saturday.
I'll
I
tell
can
you
check it for you now.
now.
I have it here. I'll put it up.
Saturday 6:30, full hour time.
Yeah, so
So
they
the late
played before
kickoffs.
Liverpool also. So I don't think it's gonna. I was just thinking if Liverpool played first and maybe drop points again, then it would have motivated Arsenal a little bit to go big. And if Real Madrid thrash Arsenal tonight, then I think he's just got to play. He's just gonna play through the
Yeah.
season.
Plus, I think because of Saka was out for so long, I mean, the fact that he rested him, I mean, he started on the bench the past week. He'll probably start against Madrid. You probably won't want to push him too much, so he'll probably bench him again this weekend and then start him against Madrid next week. That's what I suspect is going to
Possibly.
happen.
Very possible.
So, Razeen, just a quick update on your team. Are you making any changes? Is Gabriel, are you planning to take him out this week, or are you just rolling another transfer because your team is full already?
Probably gonna just roll because I need to plan for that blank because I don't have any chips left to play on that blank. I only have my bench boost left, so I don't think I'm gonna play it so soon. Maybe next week or maybe even later in like 36 or something. Even though it just feels like it might be a good week to bench boost, considering if I can just get because I have 3 transfers as well. So if I can get Gabriel out, can maybe do something in goal, I'll have a solid full team to bench boost.
Yeah.
But and you just feel like it's going to get better. The opportunities are going to get better, and it's a good headache to have, this benching headache that I've got.
Why I'm off the bench boost is that I just think there's too much uncertainty with a lot of the players, with starts at the moment, and that's been
Mo, the same.
so
we
once.
can take a look at your
Hopefully,
team as well. Jacob Murphy as well.
What a
Um,
player, man. Love that guy.
you played your assistant manager, and Eddie Howe, which he ends up getting 11 points, which is great.
I'm very likely rolling. So I'm also trying to build up a few transfers, but I'm actually trying to keep my transfers more for towards game week 37. So I'm hopefully trying to capitalize on game week 33 and 36, or hopefully free 34, and then look to save up some transfers so I can make significant changes from 36 to 37 in that blank. So that's currently where my head's at the moment.
Yeah, I played mines on Potter. I don't know if you guys were surprised or
It
not.
worked out.
It
Yeah,
worked
it worked
out
out. No, no, I mean he was the table bonus one to
to
attack,
target,
and
yeah.
at 2-1 it was looking great.
It was looking great, but at 1-0 it was looking very bleak because they were actually playing terribly.
Yeah.
Like I think Fulcrook
Mm.
came on at halftime, and
Yeah, and he changed the game.
he changed. I mean, he got the goal, and then Bowen got the second
Yeah.
goal. But up until then, I had no. I was watching it, and I actually want to talk about captaincy pick because Liverpool are playing West Ham, and I still
This
have the
time,
captaincy
yeah.
on Salah just because how bad West Ham played. I think most people will be targeting the double, but I mean, I think Isak
You
is,
clearly haven't watched Liverpool play this weekend then, right? Did you? Because they are really bad too.
but he wasn't. They missed a lot.
It was one of the more shocking performances. I mean, West Ham were creating chances like in an unreasonable one. In that second half, I think Liverpool then woke up and started creating a lot of chances afterwards. But
Yeah, because
I mean,
I
Salah
think
was marked
Salah
out of the game
Salah
almost.
missed two opportunities that you'd think he'd score 9 or 10 times. Jota missed two opportunities that usually he'd score, and like I understand they weren't playing at their best, but I still
Liverpool look
back
like they're
them.
on holiday.
I
They look like
still
they're on holiday.
Yeah, I still back them against West Ham. The thing is, I
No,
don't.
I think they'll beat them,
I
but I think to go captaincy at the moment, I'm risky. But I mean, it's probably the week everyone's gonna go captain Isak on the double game week, and then Salah's gonna get a major haul and potentially outscore Isak in one game compared to that happens randomly here
I
and there, which
don't
is
see it,
frustrating.
Brad. I genuinely don't see it. I mean, I think for people that are bench boosting or whatever, it's time to consider your options with Salah and that team.
I
Seriously.
think so too.
I'm not convinced because I if you look at the double game week, okay, you got Palace playing City and Newcastle, and I just don't have hopes for Palace.
No, there's no standout captaincy
Yeah,
picks in the doubles besides Isak. I think Isak's solid because United away from home are not great, and Palace away from home. I mean they're playing both at St James's Park, so that's the only reason I'm going
that
Isak. It's
that's
two home
that's
games.
that's the other thing. It's two home fixtures, so it's a bit hard to look away. I actually feel like Newcastle when they get it right against Manchester, they get it really right, and
Yeah.
they're in for a few goals, you know. I didn't catch the Manchester derby, so I'm not too sure how United
You
are.
you you are lucky that you didn't. You are one of the few lucky individuals that you didn't carry. The game was terrible. It was
You
really bad.
didn't lose 90 minutes of your life,
Yeah, it
bro.
was actually really, really one of the worst football games I've seen in a while, especially between top teams. Usually, at least with top teams and they play each other, they at least create chances, and then it's like a reasonably entertaining 0-0 draw. This thing was painful to watch, like extremely painful.
And the last one I want to talk about, captaincy wise, what about Palmer? He hasn't started, so he's not a great captaincy pick. But I'm gonna have him in my team, and I'm gonna be the only one with him in my team. And I mean, they're playing Ipswich.
Yeah, but I mean, watch Thursday, right, and see what happens. I mean, Chelsea at the moment don't look great.
No, they don't.
Either, to be honest. So, I mean, what do they 0-0 draw against Brentford this weekend, right? And I didn't catch the game, to be honest, but I don't know how many chances and the likes they created. But I mean, Palmer was very much rested because of this game. If they get a decent result Thursday night, I think he'll probably play the weekend.
Yeah, he was rested. They didn't look great. I think
Yeah,
Nkunku started. Every
yeah, he
time he
did start.
starts, then like it's not gonna be a great game.
I think Chelsea are gonna have to try and balance it because they still also want to finish in the top five, right? So they're
Yeah,
gonna have to try and balance league plus Conference League as well. So I think there'll be a little bit more of a gamble to play. But I mean, looking at how they played this weekend, I suspect. Well, I mean, against Ipswich, he probably doesn't have to play the better players, right?
yeah, he doesn't need to. I
So
would
he
think
might.
not.
I think that same team that played the weekend should roll Ipswich over, to be honest.
Yeah. Yeah, I think the relegation battle is over. I don't see Ipswich really trying to fight for their life. We saw
Yeah.
it with Southampton. They were about to get relegated. They didn't put up a fight at all. I want to talk just about the table. So I'll get you guys' opinion. I'm not actually 100% sure about this. So Crystal Palace, when they play Newcastle, as it stands, they should be up for table bonus, assistant manager wise. But is it the same with City? Because City are technically 5 points above them, five places above them.
It's more. It's five. Is it five or more? More than five. The rule.
That's what I'm not too sure about.
I think 5 or more, man. Sounds right. You just have to probably double check the wording, but it should be 5 or more.
Let's see. Will managers' prices change? Can a manager be captain? What happens if table bonus? Table bonus is based on the club's league positions at the beginning of the game week, and this will be decided when the managers are eligible for. So it's the beginning of the game week before the deadline.
Yes.
For example, if the manager's in fifth, they will need to be playing a team in fifth. So it is a table bonus game because they're 11th and City are 6th.
Yeah, so double table bonus.
Double table bonus.
He needs to get one result there.
That's the thing.
Pretty much, Glasner.
Or
just one draw even, and I think it gives you a solid.
A draw gives you 10 points effectively. Unless you score 1-1, then I think it's 9 points. But if you clean sheet, you get the 2. If you score 2, you get the 2. So
and Palace actually have a good record against City, right?
Yeah,
they've got a reasonably good record against them.
So I think
watch Bilal do 40 points clear because of his man.
So that's my thing. I planned it to get Glasner in anyway, from Potter because I can't afford Eddie Howe. So that's the thing. I'm just deciding whether I must take a -4 and bring in more Newcastle players because I only have one. Now the thing is, I brought in Sa instead of Murphy because Palace got 2. So I kind of missed the boat with Murphy, but I don't know if I'm gonna just go Pickford to.
But who will you take out? Or Pickford to Pope?
Yeah.
I don't think it's a bad idea.
Yeah.
I think they can keep a clean sheet in at least one.
And even if they don't, he's going to get 2 points and you're going to cover your -4. So you might
Why don't you consider Housen to Livramento?
I like Housen.
And Livramento's 4.4, maybe 4.5.
He almost scored from inside his own half.
Yeah, Shane, eh?
Yeah.
Yeah, he's up there, but
he's pricey. I think it's 5 point something. Yeah, I think he might be out of range.
I like Dan Burn though. I mean, especially from set pieces. Also,
set pieces, yeah. And he can get you like that 15-pointer because you know he'll score a goal, and then if they keep a clean sheet, that's your season sorted.
But he's also like a bonus point.
Yes.
Like if they keep a 0-0 draw, usually it was Hall, but it's also Burn, not Shah, that gets the the other bonus.
How's Trippier's price point at the moment? Because he was very lively yesterday.
5.4 something, I think.
He is expensive.
Still expensive at that price, yeah.
And he's not guaranteed. That's the problem. He is injury prone. He's rotated, so it's.
He won't be rotated now. They don't have choices at the moment.
Livramento
so they
can play there.
He's left back, but there's nobody to play left back then.
So he's got 88 minutes and 86 minutes before, But before that, he's never played a full game. He's never been more than 77 minutes the whole season. So it is a bit of a risk, but I get what you're saying. I get what you're saying. Like with Hall being out, Livramento's playing left back. I don't know who comes.
But now's the best time to go a little bit differential because that's what's going to get.
I think so. Yeah, I think it's that time of the season where you can be a little bit aggressive with your transfers.
None of us are in the top 10K or top 20K where we can afford
to play defensive.
Like we got nothing to lose. We might as well just go for it.
Look at the mini league.
Yeah, but our mini league is different. Like I mean, like if you're chasing like another mini league where there was things to win, then you can play it safe.
Didn't we have a prize for us?
I don't remember. I feel like we did. I feel like Razeen was sponsoring Rocco Mamas or something.
Yeah, it's supposed to be a meal. I think it's a meal that the winner gets the bill free. The two losers split the bill.
Sounds good.
I think the deal was if I win the mini league, you guys have to come visit me in Mafeking.
Sure, I have now to try and find your login password and go and make like 36 transfers.
I'm also out of that one. I'm coming from.
Oh yeah, Bilal's too far. Now let's change that price. We can do something else. I'll send you money.
Let's take a look at the upcoming fixtures. Apart from the double game week fixtures, Arsenal have Brentford, and Arsenal have been horrific with their clean sheets. What's your predictions on Arsenal clean sheets this game week?
I'm done. I'm done with Arsenal and their clean sheets. I hate that I went for David Raya. I have so much regret.
You can just feel an Mbomo goal coming, can't you?
I can see that. Yeah, I can see it as well. And like a pointless goal, 3-1.
Yeah,
Pointless
it's gonna be
goal.
one of those that in
Yeah.
the 95th minute or something. Just unnecessarily the defense just go to sleep and they're like, nah, just go score, bro.
Guys,
Just
what's your predictions for tonight? It's a big one.
hey, Champions League is. I think Arsenal will win.
Arsenal, who said Arsenal at home? Nah, I think it'll draw. It'll be a draw.
I think Arsenal will win. But you never know. Madrid got like the dark arts to the
Yeah,
maximum, like on a level I've
Yeah,
never
no
seen
matter
in my
how
life.
Arsenal win today, next week
yeah.
Wednesday,
Next
we
week is
know
the problem. But Madrid are lacking some defenders and stuff, so I think Arsenal will I think Arsenal will get goals. I just think Madrid might get more. That's just how it is with Madrid, unfortunately. They just don't they don't stop scoring. They don't stop scoring.
Yeah. I just hope it's an exciting game with lots of goals. It mustn't be like a cagey affair, you know?
Madrid don't do KG, so if it depends how
Yeah.
Arsenal defend. If Arsenal defend really, really well, it's going to be it's a sad KG affair because Madrid are just going to struggle to break them down. But I mean, if Arsenal look to play, I think it'll be a fun game, which I don't think will happen, but I have hope.
I
Then
think
we just
it'll
watch
be.
Bayern Inter.
No, I think this will
Yeah.
be. I think this will be a fun game. From like a personal hope, I just hope Saka just floors them, like
Yeah, I
hat
hope
trick.
so too.
Uh,
I hope so
'cause
too because he also like he was asked a question by one of the reporters if feels like he's not on the level of Vinicius and Mbappe, and he's like, I don't know what you guys are talking about. I said, I mean, he was confident. He's like, I mean, I'm on that level. I just need the opportunity to show it. Because I mean, I think he's probably got more goals and assists than Vinicius has this season already. So, I mean, it's a very strange question. Because I mean, if you talk about impact to a club, you also said that his impact to Arsenal is as solid as Vinicius is to Madrid.
yeah, definitely.
Probably great, to be fair.
Yeah.
And when he plays, Arteta plays more attacking football.
He plays much more
If he
attacking
wasn't
football.
playing, we'd be getting Mikel Merino up front, heading the ball in.
I think the big one is Odegaard against his former club. That's gonna be where the game stays.
I
Because
don't think
if he
Arsenal can win the midfield over, we got a good game
yeah,
on our hands because Chouameni is suspended.
yes, which is not a bad thing. I think he doesn't allow Camavinga to play. If Camavinga plays, they win. I think. I love that guy, man. What a player.
he's a great player. Madrid all round, I think have the better team. I think it's just about Arsenal. Like I feel like Saka needs to be on point, and he can be. We've seen him before, and I think like.
But he's against David Alaba at left back, so I think that's going to be he's gonna feast.
Hopefully,
I suspect.
Hopefully, I hope Arsenal win in from a personal point of view, but I just have the feeling Madrid. If we get back into the Premier League fixtures, just be like I know the Champions League is now it's more exciting. I just want to talk about the Villa Southampton fixture because Villa right now looking amazing, Southampton looking very bad. I don't have Rodgers, but I actually thought about
the Villa PSG fixture.
Yeah, it's gonna depend on tomorrow night. Yeah, that's right. I think they're gonna rotate a lot. I think because they rotated a lot this weekend as well. I expect them to rotate quite a bit.
I'm regretting putting in Sa over Rodgers. Like for the long term, I feel like Rodgers for this week and next week might score more points.
On my wild card, it was between Savinho and Rodgers. I told myself it was a 2 point gap, and then Rodgers scored again this weekend.
And he got 3 bonus.
I was very frustrated. Yeah,
or 2 bonus.
Very, very frustrated.
He's playing like a man possessed. It's just outstanding. So it's one also to consider. I actually think Rodgers over the next 2 game weeks will outscore Sa and probably Eze. Because
I actually don't think Rodgers will play against Southampton.
You don't?
Yeah, they probably won't play him depending on tomorrow's result.
He plays 90 minutes almost every single game. I think that's the game he gets a rest.
It has to be, especially if tomorrow's a close one.
And Ramsey is fitter also now, right? So Ramsey can play where he plays anyway. So
I think he'll get a rest. Where are Villa on the table? Because if they're chasing
Champions League, chasing Champions League.
If they're chasing,
they're sixth, aren't they? I think
they're seventh with 51. They're 1 point behind City, and they 2 points
behind Newcastle and Chelsea.
I think he plays. I think he plays.
No, I think Southampton are done, to be honest, and they've got a
final ahead of them. I mean, they're looking more towards getting there. That would be an incredible achievement for them. And I
Yeah.
feel like we know that Southampton is the easiest game possible. So if they don't win convincingly tomorrow or get comprehensively beaten, then I definitely don't see him playing 90, that's for sure.
I don't think he plays. I don't think he plays Southampton. I think they've got with all the signings that they have, their team is strong enough to get by. And if they need him, he can come off the bench. I think that's how they'll play Southampton. I'm convinced he doesn't start because he plays 90 minutes almost every game. I'm sure that's the game he gets the rest.
Let's see. I'm still predicting he's going to play. I'm still considering him, but I
Yeah,
need to take
probably
him
will
out.
because Emery just plays him because like an
That's the thing.
animal. He's got an engine. He plays every game.
That's the thing. So, yeah. Otherwise, I think that's all from the fixtures. I mean, there's nothing else interesting there um, that I can see really. I think overall, I'm looking forward to United Newcastle just to see.
Yeah.
I'm kind of bad. I need United to put up a fight because I don't have as much Newcastle players as everybody else. So that's where my prayers will go. But I think I actually have the feeling Liverpool will do really well against West Ham. So I might keep my captaincy on Salah just to be a differential. Um, and
It's worth it. I think it's worth the risk.
I'm hoping Cole Palmer starts against Ipswich. I think it'll be nice if Arsenal win the Champions League. They haven't won a trophy, and everybody's written them off for the league
Arsenal
already.
have never won in Europe, and that can never
No,
change.
don't push it now. Don't push it. They don't have to win.
They don't have to
I
They can
win.
get
They just need to knock Madrid out and then get knocked out next week.
I just
Then
said I
like
think
in the next.
personally I think it'll be nice. Just personally, I
No,
think
there's
it'll be
nothing.
nice.
There's nothing nice about Arsenal winning in Europe. Nothing nice at all. They're one of the
I mean,
only
a
big clubs that have
Bayern
never
versus
won in their
Arsenal
history.
final would be insane. That is on the cards, right?
Yeah, I think Bayern's the other side. Yeah.
Yeah. Solid.
Nah, it's
Solid
okay.
stuff.
I'm okay with Madrid winning their 25th Champions League. Like anybody cares anymore.
Yeah,
Yeah,
already now. It's enough.
even Madrid, I won't rate them. I don't like to watch them get to a final every year. It annoys
I
me.
want a team that hasn't won it in a while, but not Arsenal. So
Let's
Inter win it, Bayern win it, fine. I mean, I have no issues with any of those
PSG
clubs.
Villa.
Barcelona, they haven't won it in a while also. So if they win it, I'm not
It's gonna be an
unhappy.
classical final. It's written in the stars.
Yeah, it'll be amazing, huh?
I'd
But
back Barcelona. Like Yamal is insane. I'd love Yamal to
never
score the
doubt
winning.
Real Madrid in the final
You
of the
can't.
Champions
You
No,
League.
can't.
if they
You
get
just
there, it's
can't bet
theirs.
against that club.
The dark
That's
arts.
one thing you just can't do.
The dark arts. Madrid.
They just know how to win. They know how to win. That's the thing.
Winning or cheating. I mean, winning.
Yeah, no, it could be. There should be a decent amount of corruption involved. Don't get me wrong, but somehow they just come out with the result.
Yeah, but I think that's all from our episode today.